Hey, what's up? Welcome to L Power, episode 34. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the earth, the waters, nature, how important it is, to us humans, to all the species, the animals, the trees, how all of them are connected and how we all need each other. So God created us, and when He created us, He created a habitat for us, which is earth. And when we started to live here from existence, and as time went, we began to notice that the earth was pure. It was pure, the waters, the trees, nature, everything was balanced. Every creation complemented each other. That was when the population was small. And throughout generations, as more and more people came, more birth, more creation of animals, basically, the birth cycle. Once that became rapid, we expanded in, across the world. And of course, we have to use the resources. But usually, the earth never had a problem with replenishing, what we took. It was always easy because there were seasons, times. And so, as time went, we began to do a lot of experiments that sort of damaged, the ozone layer, basically the Earth's layer of protection between, so that things don't go flying and gravity doesn't, pull away, and then with everything else will be floating and it'll be disaster. And so the ozone layer is really important. But because of pollution, it becomes thinner and thinner. And now there's an environmental crisis. And the 29th of October, Earth Day, I encourage people. You see what I'm saying? I encourage people to plant trees, take care of, their garbage, like clean. Don't pollute so much. Try methods. There's so many ways to be able to live, environmental friendly without it costing so much money and effort. All you have to do is plan it, recycle properly. If, you don't need to make excessive garbage like plastic. Grocery stores and a lot of places are getting rid of plastic because it ends up in the ocean, and plastics are very bad for the animals in the ocean. The fishes get stuck in between, the turtles can get stuck, all kinds of disturbance. And so if the ocean is in balance, with animals getting extinct or animals just eating up these plastics and choking and dying, right? It's a lot harder to rescue an animal than a person, because it could happen anytime and they're in the ocean. So it's a lot riskier. And so we don't need to make animals' lives in the ocean more complicated. And the more pollution that we put in the ocean, and without cleaning it properly and disposing of, all the ocean garbage substances that are, bad, not just for the ocean, but ultimately we drink from there, So what I'm saying is, our bodies is made out of 80% plus of water. That's not, it could be a little bit less or a little bit more, but it's made out of majority water. And the earth is made out of more water than land. But if we pollute it, because water is pure and is oxygen, it's good for all life and forms. And so it's a type of element that is precious to us humans, that keeps us alive. If we destroy all the bodies of water, if the rain that comes, that is supposed to help, like to cool down the earth, to give food to the plants, like it has so much meaning, to give us, water so we can drink. All these things, if it becomes, extinct, because a lot of the rain is acidic, it's bad, it's polluted, it's not good anymore. Why? Because of the pollution of the environment. And we must understand that whatever we project up there into the atmosphere, it will come back down once it gets full up there and it gets hot enough. It will eventually, the pressure will break and then the rain will come, but with all the dirt. You see what I'm saying? So I just thought about it and I said, people need to really take care of each other by helping with the environment, because it's where we live. I know there's people that are planning to go live on Mars or the moon or wherever. And, scientists, engineers, right? They are obviously tech giants. They're creating technology that could bring them to space. But that's not the answer. You see what I'm saying? The answer is taking care of what we already have. We should do everything that is necessary, because it shouldn't be too costly to take care of the ocean. You see what I'm saying? Because we need it. Right? If we destroy the ocean, that's the largest amount of body of water. See what I'm saying? We can't. And the animals, we learn from the animals. The animals are also important because they're all connected to us. So we destroying the ocean is destroying a great part of us humans, because we're connected to the ocean. Just think about it. The water carries a certain type of vibrations. Water and a next water, like in the, what you call it, like the molecule stage of vision, right? Where you're able to see what is going on in the atmosphere, like the energy form of vision. If you understand this concept, you will understand that water recognizes water. So the water inside our body is still recognized by the ocean because we're connected. You see what I'm saying? We're connected. How we treat the ocean is how it reflects back on us, because no matter how rich you are, food has to be grown somewhere. See what I'm saying? It doesn't just appear right in front of you. It has to grow somewhere. And as much as people talk about organic, right? If there's too much pollution, there's none. The environment is needed for us to fix it. We shouldn't debate on how to raise money, how to get, people to do these things. We should not do that, because it's literally part of us. If we destroy the ocean, we are destroying, like, majority part of us. Like I said, 75 or 80% of our cells, we're destroying it, because the quality of everything is going to slip down the slope, and we're just going to get quantity of unpure things for us in our environment. If the ocean is destroyed, all these animals, all these research, all these benefits, right? It's going to be destroyed. Which means we know that other creations are connected to each other. So if one creation entire destroys, then others will destroy. For example, the bees have a programming that they do every single season, taking care, knowing when to go for pollen, when to make honey. And they are helping the plants by doing that. That is the natural way of life. Everybody knows their focus, their jobs, their destiny. That's animals, believe it or not, knows their destiny from the get-go. You see what I'm saying? See how we, the humans, have to look and try to find out. And it takes some time. They already know from birth, because their focus is different. And think about it. Look at the benefits even dogs do for so many people. There's dogs, and that's just an example, but I'm just saying, you got to take care. We got to, as a people, because that shouldn't be political, because we all use it and we all need it. Because if you're a human being, whether you're dead or alive, you need that. Where they bury people when they die, right? So form of a way is they bury them in soil. Soil will eventually break it down, absorb it, put it back into the earth, decompose, right? But if we're all eating chemicals, if the animals, garbage in the ocean cannot be taken care of, right? We live in a vibrational earth. The animals cannot perform in the ocean if the waters cannot be pure. Every vibration it gives it becomes negative. And when it becomes negative, it swoops